Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodesh. Greetings to the hopeful elect and all the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright, we're gonna do I'm gonna give you 8 verses about the Heavenly Father, through Masshiac, Yahweh Shai, and Rakah, Kodesh. It's healing, comfort, and forgiveness, right? Because you understand that this place, is run by warlocks and witches, and all our neighborhoods and all, are cursed, and spells are being cast, even on TV, music, everything, man. It's a demonic vibration. So let's get edified. Let's go with let's start with we're gonna go to Exodus chapter 23, verse 20, the conquest of Canaan promise. The angel that we're gonna talk about here, that's Yahweh Shai. I am going to send an angel in front of you, Masshiac, to guard you on the way and to bring you to the place that I have prepared. Be attentive to him and listen to his voice. Do not rebel against him, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if you listen attentively to his voice and do all that I say, then I will be an enemy to your enemies and a foe to your foes. When my angel goes in front of you and brings you to the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, and Jebusites, and I blot them out, you shall not bow down to their gods or worship them or follow their practices, but you shall utterly demolish them and break their pillars in pieces. You shall worship Yahweh, O Elohim, and I will bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from amongst you. No one shall miscarry or be barren in your land. I will fulfill the number of your days. I will send my terror in front of you, and I will throw into confusion all the people against whom you shall come. And I will make all your enemies turn their backs to you, and I will send the pestilence in front of you. Yeah, like coronavirus. All right, pestilence in front of you, which shall drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, and before you, and it will drive them out from where you in 1 year, or the land will become desolate, and the wild animals will multiply against you. Little by little I will drive them out from before you, until you have increased and possessed the land. I will set your borders from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Philistines, and from the wilderness to the Euphrates. For I will hand over to you inhabitants of the land, and you shall drive them out before you. You shall make no covenant with them and their gods. See, we're not supposed to be doing this divination shit, man. They shall not live in your land, or they will make you sin against me. For if you worship the gods, it will surely be a snare to you. Let's go, see. We're a nation strictly for the Most High, so we go off, man. This witchcraft don't work for us. Fuck that shit. All right, man. Second reference, we're gonna go to 2 Kings. Chapter 20, so like it, and we'll take it from verse. We'll take it from verse 2. Okay. Then Hezekiah turned to face the wall and prayed. Okay, no, actually, we'll take it from first verse. In those days, Hezekiah became sick. Hezekiah means those that Yahweh has blessed, and was at the point of death. The prophet Isaiah, son of Amos, came to him and said to him, Thus says Yahweh, O Elohim, set your house in order, for you shall die. You shall not recover. Then Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed to the Most High. Remember now, O Yahweh Elohim, I implore you how I walked before you in faithfulness with a whole heart, and I have done what is good in your sight. Hezekiah wept bitterly before Isaiah had gone out of the middle of court. The word of the Most High came to him. Turn back and say to Hezekiah, Prince of my people, Thus says Yahweh, O Elohim, of your ancestor David, I hear your prayers. I have seen your tears. Indeed, I will heal you. On the third day you shall go up to the house of the Most High, and I will add 15 years to your life. I will deliver you and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. Then Isaiah said, Bring a lump of figs, let them take it and apply it to the boil, so that he may recover. Yeah, man. you gotta weep and ask for forgiveness, so he can heal you, he can comfort you, and forgive you. Okay, now let's go to the reference. We're gonna go to Psalms, man. I love Psalms, man. Psalms 30. Thanksgiving for recovering from great illness. Because you understand, man, here in America, man, we're walking dead, man. A song at the dedication of the temple of David. I will extol you, Yahweh Elohim, for you have drawn me up and did not let my foes rejoice over me. O Yahweh my Elohim, I cried out to you for help, and you have healed me. O Yahweh Elohim, you brought up my soul from Sheol. Restore me to life from amongst those gone down to the pit. Yeah, like 2/3 of the peeps. Sing praises to Yahweh Elohim, all you, his faithful ones, and give thanks to his holy name, for his anger is but for a moment. His favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may linger for the night, but joy comes with the morning. Yeah, man, it's always a brighter day. As for me, I said in my prosperity, I shall never be moved. By your favor, Yahweh Elohim, you have established me as a strong mountain. You hid your face, I was dismayed. To you, O Yahweh Elohim, I cried, and to the Most High I made supplication. What profit is there in my death? If I go down to the pit, will the dust praise you? Will it tell of your faithfulness? Hear, O Yahweh Elohim, and be gracious to me. Mighty Most High, be my helper. You have turned my mourning into dancing. You have taken off my sackcloth and clothed me with joy, so that my soul may praise you and not be silent. O Yahweh my Elohim, I will give you thanks. Thanks to you forever. Cool, man. That's beautiful, man. Tell you, man, songs to speak. Very powerful exhortation. So we're gonna go to another Psalms then. Just for that. Now, here we go. Let's go to Psalms 146. Praise Yahweh Elohim for help. Praise the Most High. Praise Yahweh Elohim, my soul. I praise the Most High as long as I live. I will sing praises to Yahweh my Elohim all my life long. Do not put your trust in prince and mortals in whom there is no help. Yeah, man. Like Esau and Joe Biden and all that bullshit. When the breath departs, they return to the earth. On that very day, the plants perish. Happy are those whose help is Yahweh, O Elohim of Jacob, whose hope is in the Most High, Yahweh Elohim, who made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, who keeps faith forever and executes justice for the oppressed, who gives food to the hungry. Yahweh Elohim sets the prisoners free. The Most High opens the eyes of the blind. The Most High lifts up those who are bowed down. Yahweh Elohim loves the righteous. Yahweh Elohim watches over the strangers. He upholds the orphan and the widow, but the way of the wicked he brings to ruin. Yahweh Elohim will reign forever. The Most High, O Zion, for all generations. Praise Yahweh, O Elohim. Man, that was sweet, man. All right, let's go. Let's see. Now we're gonna go to Jeremiah, and we're gonna do chapter 17. Verse 14, Jeremiah's prayer for vindication, man. And I'm feeling this one, definitely. Heal me, O Yahweh my Elohim, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved. For you are my praise. See how they say to me, where is the word of your Lord? Let it come. But I have not run away from being a shepherd in your service, nor have I desired the fatal day. You know what came from my lips. It was before your face. Do not become a terror to me. You are my refuge in the day of disaster. Let my persecutors be shamed, but do not let me be shamed. Let them be dismayed, but do not let me be dismayed. Bring on them the day of disaster. Destroy them with double destruction. Yeah, man. You know, for all this witchcraft, sorcery, and mocking and scoffing they do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They want to see the whole elect fall, but it's never going to happen, man. As long as we're breathing, we're going to keep pushing. All right, now, seventh reference. We're going to go to Book of James, chapter 5. Okay, patience is suffering, right? Be patient, therefore, beloved, until the coming of the Most High. The farmer waits for the precious crop from the earth, being patient with it until it receives the early and latter rains. You also must be patient, strengthen your heart, practice the righteous acts, for the coming of the Masshiac&Ruach is near. Beloved, do not grumble against one another, so that you may not be judged. See, the judge is standing at the door. As an example of suffering and patience, beloved, take prophets and spoken in the name of the Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh, indeed call, bless those who showed patient endurance. You have heard of the endurance of Job. Yeah, man, Job's a perfect example. And you have seen the perfection of Yahweh Elohim, how the Most High is constant and merciful. Above all, my beloved, do not swear either by heaven or by earth or by any oath, but let your yes be yes and your no be no, so that you may not fall under condemnation. Now, next part says prayer for faith. Are any of you suffering? They should pray. Are any of you cheering? They should sing songs of praise. Are you any of you among you sick? Should you call for the elders and have them pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh. The prayer of faith will be to the sick, and the Most High will raise them up. And anyone who has committed sins will be forgiven. Therefore, confess your sins to one another and for one another, and pray for one another so that you may be healed. The prayer of righteousness, power and effect. Elijah was a human being like us and prayed fervently that it may not rain, and it didn't rain for 3 years and 6 months, and it did not rain on the earth. Then the prayers again in the heavens gave rain, and the earth yielded its harvest. My brothers and my sisters, if any among you wandering from the truth is brought back by another, you should know that whoever brings back a sinner from wandering will save the sinner's soul from death and will cover a multitude of sins. Yeah, man, charity, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do his work, man, for us and for the brethren, man. All right. Let's go to the third letter of John, second verse. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, just as it is well with your soul. I was overjoyed with some of the friends when the friends arrived and testified to your faithfulness to the truth, namely how you walk in the truth. I have no greater joy than this, to hear that my children are walking in truth. There you go, man. And now let's finish it with Revelations chapter 21, okay? And see, we'll pick it up from the third verse. No, actually, the second verse. And then I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, the mothership, coming down from out of the heavens from Yahweh Elohim, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, see, the home of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is among mortals. He will dwell with them as their Elohim. They will be his people, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai himself will be with them. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away. And then the one who was sitting in the throne said, see, mankind making new things also. Write them, for these words are trustworthy and true. Then he said to me, it is I am the Alpha and the Omega, beginning and the end. To there will be give waters as a gift from the waters of life. Those who will inherit these things. Those who who endure these things. And I will be the Elohim, and they will be my children. But as for the cowards, faithless, the polluted, the murderers, the fornicators, the sorcerers, the idolaters, and the liars, the drunkards, their place will be in the lake that burns with fire, sulfur, which is the second death. Well, I hope this was edifying, man. The Most High heals, man. So find comfort in His words, man. Abide and be forgiven, man. You know what I'm saying? So, say shalom, family.